So this is Mapo Bridge. This is a really famous place for people to come here to enjoy the night view, night scenery of Seoul.
Okay.
And also, this is a sad place. A lot of people come here with suicidal thoughts and intentions. This is really easily accessible. That area, it's Wall Street. So some investors, who failed or lost a lot of money,
They just walk right over here and then jump off the bridge?
Yes, that happened too.
What are these things say right here?
Yeah, these are the prevention messages.
What's this?
We all suffer. You're not the only one.
Oh my God. These messages go all the way down the bridge?
Yes, right.
Sorry, what is this?
So these are the Korean, food pictures.
So the idea is that food reminds us of our upbringing. Like if my mom put pictures up of Indian food up on the walls, that would make me remember my entire life.
Maybe you can think about your loved ones, if I kill myself, what are the consequences?
Walking on that bridge, I was thinking about how we pull out of our lowest moments in life. It reminded me of all the people who helped me through my low point. It also reminded me of all the people who helped Matt through his. Almost exactly a year ago, he went to the ER for what started as severe stomach pains.
It's been an intense couple weeks just having the anniversary of everything that happened. And I don't know, when you're up there and you think about people that are jumping off and doing that, it just makes me think what would have happened to my family if I hadn't made it. And getting a second chance at life is pretty overwhelming sometimes. I remember my stomach really hurting, going to the hospital, and they can't figure out what's going on. They rushed me down into surgery. And then my mom hears over the loudspeaker, code blue in room 437. And my mom works in a hospital, so she knows that means flatline. So she rushes upstairs and she gets to the door and the nurse says, "I'm sorry, you can't come in, this is very serious." And she said, "Look, I was there when he came in this world. If he's leaving this world right now, I'm gonna be in that room." So the nurse let her in and she came in and they were doing the compressions and they were doing the electric shock paddles. My body was bouncing up and down, but I wasn't responding.
And it lasted, 4 minutes?
The flatline went on for 4.5 minutes.
You were dead for 4.5 minutes?
Yeah. When I was flatlining, it was almost like if you're looking up, if you've ever been scuba diving, and you're looking up at the surface of the ocean, and you can see a little bit of light coming through.
Oh my God.
And I could hear my mom saying, Matthew David Pohlson, you gotta fight from the light. And I remember thinking, I gotta get there. And it felt like this impossibly long journey. And then I remember getting, finally, breaking through and, seeing my mom and, seeing my dad and just smiling and just feeling, pure joy.
Isn't that crazy? I'm operating off that heart. What a crazy world. Holy, I can't believe I can do this. I love all of you who thought about me and who I heard care about me. I love you with my whole heart and that whole heart, both of them. From this point forward, I can say I love you with both my hearts.
The doctor told me when I left the hospital, when I finished my career 30 years from now, and I'm talking about the most extraordinary case I've ever seen, this is gonna be it. This is a world-renowned surgeon. He's we had you at 0% chance of survival. The fact that we have you going home with your full faculties, we have no medical explanation for that. And I said, well, as a man of science, how do you define those larger forces? And he said, it was love and it was optimism that brought you back. And I totally believe that. If you guys had not sent that energy during that time, if you had not rallied around that, I am not standing here.
And you started working again in a month after that?
It was 2 months. But yeah, at that time, that seemed like a long time. Looking back, that seems pretty crazy. I think about the people up on that bridge, what some small little act of love would have maybe intervened at some point, all these little actions, they add up.